it's Uncle Rob, or otherwise known as Uncle Bobby B, and today's episode we're going to go through a follow-through construction and a review of this Master Grade Tallgeese from Gundam Wing X Endless Waltz. For you, those who already know, Gundam Wing was the first Gundam series I ever watched, and it kind of got me into Gunpla to begin with. So first, let's go through the box here. So there's the Tallgeese. It's the main antagonizing mech, I guess you could call it that. And then here's the bottom. You got the Tallgeese here. It's a master grade kit. It's gonna be a lot of detail. There's what a constructed Tallgeese is going to look like. Ours may not look exactly like that because we're actually going to paint and panel line this one. There's Zex, pilot of the Tallgeese. Top of the box, pretty much the same thing. Oops. And here's the bottom of the box with some more shots of the kit. Okay, so let's open her up and take a look at the runners. Okay, everyone, we're just gonna go through the runners real quickly here. This one's pretty obvious. It's for the beam saber. I actually don't usually use these because I actually never really display mine with the beam sabers out. Next one here is just probably more a little bit details. We'll find out what these are for as we do the construction, but it's just some detail. Then of course the PC runner, this is the standard runner with most of the master grade kits, has all the joints, you know, the waist joints, shoulder joints, knees, that kind of thing. Then we have the classic A runner. This is the multicolor runner, right, with the clear. This one's clear with some yellow and some red. This is mostly just for detailing. This is clearly for the shield. Then we have our B runners. This is mostly the armored parts, the thighs, legs, knees, that kind of thing. You get two of them, right? So it's probably going to be legs and arms, right? After that, we'll have the C runner, right? This is mostly just obviously for the exoskeleton, the inner framework of the kit, right? It's a bit of a harder plastic, you know, just to give it some stability. All right, then we have a D runner. This is more armored parts. This is for the hands. It's a darker color, right? And then we have an E runner. It's more for the inner skeleton. This is probably the back here, right? The feet units, right? Then this is the G runner. It's again more armored parts. Probably see the chest, the shield, the back, right? And then finally, you have your I runners, which are just the accessories, right? These are probably the weapons and the vernier engines. If you watch the show, you'll know what that is. And other things you get a few decal stickers, instruction manual, and that's pretty much the kit there. So let's go through some construction. Alright guys, so for me, I don't snap the kit together and then unsnap it and then paint it like you might hear some people do in the tutorials. I actually just review the instructions, unsnap the body armor parts from the runners, give them a good buff and clean, prime, and then I give it a gloss top coat, detail decals, and then I give it my final top coat, and on this situation I'm going to give it a flat. So that's pretty much how I do it. So here are the pieces primed and ready to go. So basically these are the chest and waist pieces. So basically I would take this, I'd go to my spray paint booth, airbrush them out. I'm going to airbrush these white obviously, and then at that point I'll add the decal, I'll put a top coat, add the decals, and then put a final top coat. Right, so this is basically what it looks like once it's all snapped together. That's with a flat top coat there, and then I basically repeat the process for all the pieces, arms, shoulders. Alright everyone, well here's the completed build for the Tallgeese. As you can see, it's a really nice kit here. This one, like I said, I painted it, did some panel lining, used a flat finish on it. this is what it looks like overall. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Right, there's the head there. Like I said, that's the mouth part. I did some panel lining there. Not clear on around the chin, but that's pretty good. There's the chest, like we showed earlier, right, with the decals on it. Looks pretty good. Waist, skirts, and hips. A few panel lines there, right? Some in the decals. The feet. I know I find the feet a little small, right? But overall, I think it's pretty good. I really like the paint job we did on this one. Few spots there, but again, I'm not an expert. But I think overall, just for my display purposes, it'll probably look really good. All right, so that's the body over there. Let's take a look at some of the accessories. Okay, guys, so here's some of the accessories for the Tallgeese. Let's start with the shield. Right, you see it's a nice decal there. I may take this to just paint these little circles here red just to give it some accents, but for right now I think it's pretty good. It's back of the shield, nothing much there. Right, one thing I do regret is I didn't realize it until after I top coated it. I wish I put a panel lining, some panel wash on this circular line around here just for some accent, but what can you do? All right, here's one of the vernier engines. You'll recognize the name if you actually watch the series. Did a little bit of panel lining on this. Those are just the decals, and then it does have a gimmick where if you can pop it open like this, extend that, and it opens up much like in the anime, right? So that's pretty cool, right? And then lastly, it's this giant shoulder cannon. Did not paint this, just put the decals on it. Usually when I do these I don't paint the weapons, but this one looks pretty good. So let's see what he looks like all armored up. Alright guys, so here he is all armored up. And I think he looks really good. I'm really happy with the way the paint came out on this and the details. I mean, it's all basically just an all white paint job, so can't really go too wrong with that. Once I did armor him up here, he did get a little bit top heavy. Now he can't stand on his own, but I'm using the action base just for a little bit more security. I think that mostly has to do with how small the feet are, so that is probably the one big drawback on this kit. And I wouldn't mind the bigger feet, as you would see in some of the other kits of this nature, but other than that, I really like it. I like the vernier engines. I think they're pretty close to the anime, and I just realized I have them on backwards, so let's fix that. Okay, so there, I got them the right way around. I decided why not open them up too, right? So you can get a good look at them, what they look open, right? So there he is there. He's got a bit of a lean going right now, but basically overall, I think I'm really happy with it. So let's move on to some comparisons. Alright, let's start with another master grade kit here. So here we've got master grade Strike Freedom custom build. That's from the Build Fighter series. As you can see, it scales pretty well. I think this build is a bit bigger. A lot more going on, of course, with the backpack and the massive beam cannon, right? That one's not painted, right? Nor is it top coated. It's just straight snapped together with the decals on it. Next, let's go with something from Gundam Wing, and here he is with the Sandrock Gundam. You can see this one is painted with another flat top coat on it, but this one was hand painted. So you can see it looks pretty good there. Nice contrasting colors. Probably display really well together. But of course, the one you're gonna want, the one you have to see it with, is his rival. And there he is with the Wing Zero, and that looks great. So yeah, really happy with the way it turned out. Um, the wings, my Wing Zero here, this one is not painted. It's pretty much panel lined with Gundam markers, added details, and then the decals on it. I probably want to get the Wing Zero, um, and that one I'll probably paint and then display it together with the Tallgeese, probably both with a beam saber out, just for s and giggles. But overall, I think that one looks pretty good. Alright guys, so once again, there's my review of the Gundam Master Grade Tallgeese from Gundam Wing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will find interest in some of the other reviews I'll put up. I have all 5 mechs from Gundam Wing, so I think I'll do an individual review with all of them. And I'm almost hoping to do some other reviews from other gunpla that I collect. In any event, you know what? Drop a comment below. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to review. Make sure you like, subscribe for further notifications, and then I'll see you guys all again next time. Have a good day.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.